Hey everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. Happy New Year. It's been a really good year. It's been lots of cool technology. We're coming into a new year with a lot of new technologies, and I want to kind of do a challenge today, kind of unboxing while I talk about this challenge. So this is the BlackBerry Passport, and a couple of you asked me if I would look at it, so I figured coming into the new year that I would use it for a week or so as my daily driver, just challenging myself to see if I could actually use this as my daily driver. And then I would come back on and tell you what I think. I did something similar with the Surface Pro 3 where I used it for a month, and then I decided if that was a device that I would actually end up buying, so I wanted to do something similar with a BlackBerry Passport. It's got a really weird form factor, but it's got a keyboard at the bottom, physical keyboard. I think that's pretty cool. It's got this type of form factor, just like this. This is my US passport. So it's about this size, and it's just very, very strange looking device, but could be very charming. So I'm curious. I want to use this as my daily driver, and I want to open this up now on camera, see what my very, very first reactions are, and then I will get back to you after that. So let's go ahead and open it up. Now with the way that I'm doing this, I'm going to call this a candid unboxing, where I'm just basically doing this just like this, just on camera, talking to myself. I will try ever so carefully to open this box without damaging it. So SIM ejection tools are great things. You know, just like scissors. Alright. Alright. So we've now got the tape off. And, just like so. Just gonna throw everything on the floor as I do this. Woo, yeah, so very strange looking unit. Just have to hold it up to the passport first thing, and sure enough, this thing is very much a shoo-in for the size of a passport. Let's see if I can get all the angles here. Actually, it's just a slight bit bigger than my real passport here, but it's almost uncanny for the size, if you can see that. It's just a little bit larger, this BlackBerry Passport, than the actual passport. So this is the device. We're going to take off this plasticky stuff. Oh, well, that's just one piece. And you can't actually remove the battery on this device. It actually just has a little piece right here for you to insert the SIM card. So you kind of just... I'm not very talented. Aw, really? There's something I'm missing here. Whoops, I accidentally turned the device on, but I finally got this part off, kind of. Uh-oh. Okay, let it be known that this part here on the back is not so easy to take off. Kind of jamming my fingernail. There we go. So we've got an SD card slot there and the SIM card slot. I don't know how easy this is to get back on. Maybe it's fun and easy to get back on and just hard to get off. Alright, I'm already not a fan of you giving me a hard time. Okay, there we go. So that is now back on. We can just take off the rest of this plastic, toss it about. It's actually stuck to my leg. It's got a really nice rubbery backing. I do like that. I do see some marks on it already, just right out of the box. That always makes me a little bit cranky. But that's got a good feeling to it. You know what? That piece of thing that was on the back is stuck to my toes now. And then we've got this thing on the screen. So all plastic and stuff is now gone. One more at the bottom, actually. Looks like we've got some speakers there at the bottom. That's just very strange. I'm gonna have some fun walking around with this thing. Setting that down aside for a second, what else is in the box? Looks like a quick start guide-a-majigger. Gives you some quick tips about how to use this device, such as scrolling with your fingers and typing. That's gonna be something interesting. And then we've got a wall charger, and the writing is so smudgy that I really can't read what it says. It looks like it's a 1.3 amp charger. You've got a little case of earbuds, sync cable thing. What is this? There's this one last compartment thing. What is this? This mystery thing. Seriously? All that and it's just documentations? So we've got a little Qualcomm Snapdragon certificate here. Snapdragon 801 SoC inside of it. It is now started up there. This thing has a very high pixel density screen, And it really does show here. That's quite nice. I think that the white balance on this display isn't so bad either, so that's pretty nice as well. So English, just setting all this up. Just typing in my Wi-Fi information. Already I find this keyboard down here at the bottom to be short and awkward. And then you have a fourth row, which are actually just virtual on the screen. So your numbers are virtual on the screen. So you go between clicking away on this pad and then switching immediately to having a different type of feedback on the display. So I find that a little weird. We'll see if I can get used to that. That is certainly one weird looking device, but I have to tell you already, I was going through the tutorial and this swiping on this keypad down here at the bottom feels really, really nice. So I'm just curious to hold this next to some other devices. We've got the iPhone 6 Plus right next to it. Where's the power button? Power button's at the top. And you've got your volume rockers on the sides. So we've got these volume rockers here on the sides.
Welcome to the BlackBerry Assistant.
Then you've got another button right here in the center which pulls up BlackBerry Assistant, which is what I'm seeing right now. So here we have the iPhone 6 Plus. It's all dusty. So that is a better representation of what we are looking at. So you can see that the BlackBerry Passport is quite a bit wider. Of course, the iPhone is taller. And then where's the Note 4? And then here we have it next to the Galaxy Note 4. So the BlackBerry Passport, of course, is probably going to be wider than just about any other phone on the market. I don't know if it's as wide as my Xperia Z Ultra, but you get the idea of the disturbing form factor on this thing. So already, for someone who's got tiny hands such as myself, it is not the most comfortable thing. It feels pretty awkward, especially when I have to grab it like this and then turn the button on at the top to get the display to come on. It's got some nice clickiness though. So this will be a very curious device to use. I can't imagine that it's great for media due to the form factor of being just a square. So that will be something interesting. I did play with the BlackBerry Q10, so I am more or less familiar with this new BlackBerry OS thing here, but I will get all into that later. This is really just an unboxing and announcing what I'm going to be doing, which is to thoroughly test this thing out for now. Now before I leave, I went and grabbed my Xperia Z Ultra. This is the biggest phone that I've ever seen. And I'm just curious to see what the width is like in comparison to the Z Ultra. So just in case you've seen the Z Ultra, maybe you'll have a point of comparison if you don't have a Passport to look at. So checking that out, you can see that the Z Ultra is still a little bit wider there. But the Z Ultra is significantly taller. So it's not nearly the size really of the Z Ultra. So I will be so curious to see what type of apps I can get onto this thing. I have done the whole side-loading thing on the Q10, and a lot of applications did not work, so I wonder if any of that has changed since then. Curious to see how useful this thing can actually be, because you've got the BlackBerry store, you've also got Amazon, and then you can side-load Android applications, so very curious here. So give me a little bit of time to use this device. I will be back with you letting you know what I think about it, battery life, features, all those types of things, and really just the overall experience. I'm sure I'm going to get some interesting looks using this device out and about. But again, could be charming overall, we'll see. So thank you everybody for watching. This has been Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Now again, I'm going to use this for a little over a week or so, and then I will be back with you talking about what I think about it. I'm glad this thing is solidly built for what it is. So I will get back with you all soon, and have a good night. Let me know what you're curious about with this device, by the way, as I'm doing this. Put that in the comment section below. Good night. Happy New Year.